Perhaps one of the worst things that can happen to your art is being reposted without proper credit, with the creator always going, oops, here it is, actually, and the post receiving significantly less attention thereafter. But something arguably worse is something that you made years ago being regurgitated time and time again for the sake of online discourse. The subject of today's video is an old animation by the artist JoCat, which once again made a resurgence on Twitter. Hello, I'm Dovin, and the help with my friend Mangoso, who will read your reactions, we'll take a look at the cycle that repeats year after year after year. Also to preface, do not attack anyone mentioned in this video, and if you do have something to say, what if you leave a comment? Maybe after you'd like to subscribe? That'd be pretty fun, I would say. The animation I Like Girls is posted on YouTube April 2nd, 2021. That date would be further away every time you check back at the video in the future. It was just a cute little song done as a parody of Lizzo's Boys, done on a live stream a year prior in 2020. His audience loved it, and everything was pretty good. Then it came onto Twitter, which if you've seen any of my other videos, you know it's never a good place to be for stuff like this. As of this video, the animation would be reposted on Twitter several times, thus causing all the hate and discourse for the animation to show up again and again and again. And thanks to Know Your Meme for archiving some of this sordid history. February 21st, 2023, Mass Password posted an iFunny meme by Gushing Granny saying, "How the hell can this guy make liking women seem so fucking gay?" That tweet would later be deleted. JoCat would actually make a meme about it the same day, making fun of the fact that his animation keeps making rounds on Twitter. Later that year though, in December, JoCat's tweeted, "Just made this video. Let me know what you think. And what animation do you think it was? What do you think it could have been?" It was JoCat's video. 5 days later, JoCat would make a tweet stating he's taken an indefinite break, as he was getting severe harassment both on and offline. He would clarify that JoCat was not the cause of it was just something that he kept seeing. Though Xavier's Online would co-tweet him saying, "The most valuable lesson here is this kind of aloof, ironic shitposting can absolutely constitute harassment, and engaging in it makes you a shitty, cowardly person." JoCat would get unsuspended and make an apology saying it was more so his fault because he shared it with his fans, but they do feel bad that they didn't think posting it would lead him to quitting content creation. We will circle back to this, but keep this in mind for later in the video. You're learning things, you gotta write stuff down. Have you been writing things down? I hope that since you're drawing or playing a game right now, you pay attention to the screen once in a while, because YouTube's a visual medium. I mean, how else would you even known that I'm on a couch right now? I'm having fun on this couch, look at me. JoCat would eventually return to online creation though, getting into VTubing and going back to posting on YouTube. Now this animation would pop up here and there in 2024, however in early 2025 it would gain major traction once again. This time due to Midas out too. I'll just call them Midas for this video because it's way easier that way. March 7th they would tweet, "Just found this video. What do y'all think?" Their tweet got 43,000 likes and 11.8 million views. And Midas would use this attention to cover the general basis of the situation, such as showing that JoCat's wife posted this drawing of them about to have sex. Though, oddly enough, this time around, people would levy new and weirder thoughts about the situation. Is that how you say it? A quote tweet saying, "Bro, the isn't she asexual replies are sending me. How fucking stupid are y'all?" Well, Midas would say, "There's no way people are calling this pity sex or rape. Y'all are insane." But out of everybody, On Dumbass would have the most understandable conclusion to this whole thing. In all seriousness, why do people hate this guy? All he said is that he liked women in some annoying way. Though overall, Radu124 Street posted by Dreamboom would make the greatest point of them all. "I'm gonna be 80 and dying of kidney failure, and fellas on this website we still be talking about JoCat." He did not type fellas. He did not type fellas. But why do people keep reigniting the flame of JoCat every few months? It's just money and attention. That's it. For Claire, they would claim that they aren't earning money from Twitter, as you'd have to give them their bank account info, despite having a blue check mark. But as Midas claims, they do make money from Twitter. To refresh everyone's memory, you make money on Twitter based on engagement and interactivity. Some people repost memes all day, some people reply to everyone, and some people like to ignite discourse any chance they get. For interactivity, you can actually see Midas responding to a bunch of people in replies to the tweet. But do I think Midas has any specific intent to send hate to JoCat? No, not at all. That's like a dumb, silly conclusion you could have gotten from anything that I've said thus far. The animation JoCat made had become a meme, and is reposted as often, because, again, it's a meme. Though the intended consequences in posting is to get people to talk and engage with the post. And if you've seen any of my other videos like Your Favorite Student or I Might Go Homeless, I would talk about the effects of Twitter on the minds of artists. With incentive to enrage and get people clicking, Twitter's actually been slowly becoming Facebook in online posting. It is why I explain in my videos that Twitter isn't the place for artists as it used to be, especially with the idea that reposts of your work might get more attention than the actual thing you posted, and looking elsewhere might be better overall for posting and your mental health. To see your work get reposted time and time again, to see faceless users berate or argue in your favor, is not something an artist should go through. This article, people who use social media most of the day are more irritable, so he suggests, written by Natalie Rahal of Yahoo Life. Within the article she says,
led by Harvard Medical School professor of psychiatry Dr. Roy Perilous, previous research has linked social media to anxiety and depression, but irritability is important in its own right. Not just because it is common in depression, it can be associated with suicide risk, with substance use, even violence. Perilous tells Yahoo Life.
They would find out that people who spend more time on social media were more likely to feel angry angry or annoyed overall. Though as they further say in the article, that could either be because that social media can exacerbate irritability, or that irritability makes people use social media more. Also, link the article in the description, so if you want to read out this video, you can do that, because reading is fun. But of course, not all social media experiences are similar to this. Using, say, Pinterest to look at cool pictures isn't going to have the same function as scrolling on Twitter, or even using Instagram isn't the same as scrolling on TikTok. Actually, as of writing this video, Twitter be hit like 4 times by a security threat, like in one day. Wow. It was actually a pretty nice time to see a little bit of peace and tranquility, as it forced many people to stop scrolling on Twitter, even for a little bit. I wonder what people did with that time. Oh, comment below what you did for those few short hours of being offline. Please? That'd be fun. But then Discord went down for a bit, and it's like, oh my god, that sucks. I want to chat with my friends. What am I supposed to do? Skype? TeamSpeak? Social media is a necessary evil when it comes to posting about your art online, but you get to choose where you post and how involved in the website you want to be. It would be silly for the video's conclusion to be never use social media to post art, because you have to do that to get your art out there. But I'm saying that you don't have to make it your whole day after you post your art. I've just been using Twitter to promote my videos, saying happy birthday to mutuals, and reposting friends' videos on occasion. And I've also been using Blue Sky as a way to promote my videos, but also promote my art. Currently, Blue Sky has over 32 million users, and it's still in its infancy, and feels like old Twitter. But that means it has like way better content moderation, like way better content moderation. But basically what I'm saying is Twitter isn't the only place that you gotta post your art, and there's a lot of other fun websites to go about your day and have fun scrolling on. JoCat's animation is just one example of many works reposted on Twitter, and if every time you see your work reposted, you have to think whether you really want to involve yourself once again. Repeating yourself literally every time is exhausting, and trying to answer everyone's little questions or feedback is equally as exhausting. I hope in all of this, JoCat is doing well and not worrying about said reposts. I didn't really get into too many of the reasons why people might have cared too much about this little animation meme, but I will say it's just one of those topics that are so open-ended that perhaps it is perfect to create discourse from, because you can also use the arguments ready to fight each other time and time again. I do wonder about this video and how it is similar to Twitter users regurgitating the same tweets about JoCat, but I would say the purpose of this video is that I'm not focusing on the event in a vacuum, rather how engaging with situations like this can affect the artist, especially ones that repeat so often, be it JoCat or even you the viewer watching this video. I Like Girls is just one of the many animations that have gotten this treatment, even if in this case it is less severe as most people were in support of JoCat. I hope that with videos like this, you the viewer can try to engage less with Twitter mobs. I did ask my audience what they thought about the whole idea, and I did like how people are able to better articulate themselves. As without the limitation of 280 characters and pressure to get likes, there's a healthier discussion on this idea.
It just comes across as greedy for impressions. The video and the weird outrage surrounding it was so long ago. I didn't realize people were still reposting it, but it's a very poor taste to use it as engagement bait like this. When the harassment JoCat got for it, despite it being like the most harmless video ever, lol, was so bad. The controversy encapsulates the worst parts of the internet. If people weren't just being homophobic, they were being puritanical about it, because the song is so problematic and fetishistic, apparently. If they weren't puritanical, it's because it was cringe. So we're self-policing. People harassed and threatened JoCat off the internet because he was, quote, cringe. My mind is pretty hazy. As a boomer anime otaku growing up, I love anime girls no matter what, and I'm female born, though I identify as gender fluid. Expressing my love for fictional babes is very important to me, so hating on JoCat's animation doesn't make sense, and the hate can get tiring and unnecessary. It's a harmless video that isn't offensive to anything real. Really looks like the internet is full of creative ways to just harass and dump on a person. But come on, it's like a fate worse than death out there. Like a schoolyard full of bullies. Social media really sucks ass sometimes, and we hate to see it. And in this case, it's just having it be regurgitated by other people just to engage in more harassment just seems like a pool party full of pissers. It's like that one meme of the guy sitting in the pool and he's like the only one that isn't pissing on it, and everybody else is just pointing and laughing. That's what this feels like. It's not a good it's not a good time.
This isn't the first nor last time JoCat's animation will be posted on Twitter, but with this video I want to talk with artists about social media like Twitter can be a negative influence on creators, sometimes even causing them to be on hiatus for a bit of time. To react, to comment, or even participate in online mobs, both good and bad, is your choice. You can just ignore inciting incidents, mute, block, or scroll past, and just get back to your favorite art pieces from your favorite pals on Twitter. And if you're previously in the discourse, you don't have to be in it again. You have better uses of your time, like creating art for yourself. I mentioned before, but if you're drawing something while watching this video, what did you draw? I want to hear about it. I want to curl up at night in my blankets, read all your comments, and be like, oh, that's what they drew. That's fun. And of course, this isn't to say that everyone who's reposting the animation is doing it for monetary gain. It's just that there's now an incentive in doing so. I'm just saying, if you see someone clearly rage baiting and you notice a blue check mark, you'd be like, oh, wait a second, I'm just gonna walk away. As it is a bit hard to tell if someone is being sincere with their takes, as there is profit in getting someone to continue to pay attention to you. JoCat, above all else, still creates. They still draw, make videos, and continue on with their art. I think the best thing I can say for situations like this is to not stop creating. That with your works, you're producing more positive energy than anyone who just wants to create discourse. Until next time, don't forget to have a good day, and I don't know, scroll Pinterest more.